and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Combiner Wars Combiner teams. Now I'm going to do waves 1 to 3, because obviously the others aren't out yet, but I'm not going to do them in wave order, because as you know, wave 1 gave you a drag strip and wave 2 gave you air raid, so I'm going to do them in team order. And I'm also going to start with the commander class and work my way up, because as we all know, we like playing the small things and making them really big. Before I start speaking about the Combiner Wars line, I just want to mention this guy, FOC Bruticus. I feel he was a prototype mould for what became Combiner Wars. Yeah, sure, you could say that the third parties did kind of spur Hasbro on to do it, but I think if this guy didn't exist, we wouldn't be getting the Combiner Wars line right now. And as far as I'm aware, everybody praises this guy quite highly, except this chap here.
God, I hate these guys.
Starting off here with Wave 1 and Powerglide. I'm not going to transform this guy, I'm going to do it with the other ones, but just for him, because it's a nice simple transformation. And both modes hold up really well, particularly like his robot mode is my favourite. His gun mode for Superion is just absolute shite though, so I wouldn't bother with that, just keep him in his robot mode or his alt mode. On to the deluxes now, and starting off with the very first figure I opened in the line, Alpha Bravo. I opened him first because I thought I was going to hate him, but he's turned out to be one of my favourite in the line. The biggest shock I got when I started playing with this figure was the plastic quality. What a difference, what an improvement over previous lines. They really did make that jump. I guess that was the price of oil falling and things like that. But he's definitely the best robot mode out of the deluxes. Alpha Bravo's alt mode, he's definitely the best of the aerial bot bunch in deluxe form. And the only bad thing I've got to say about this figure is do be careful when transforming him on his leg tabs, because I went and snapped one of mine because they do suck in really tight. Other than that, fantastic figure. Skydive, this guy is my least favourite in the line. It's just so boring looking, the grey palette. Black just doesn't work for him. Even with the red and orange breaking it up, it's just boring. Again, his alt mode is definitely the most boring of the 4 deluxes. The grey is just, oh, it's so dull, but give him some points. He does have a bit of gold there, kind of smacks up Pimp My Ride. Fireflight, now in stark contrast to Skydive, I love this guy's colours. The white and red just pop, but then red is my favourite colour, and also bonus points for his Sub-Zero-esque faceplate. His alt mode is definitely my favourite out of the 3 jets. Again, it's probably just because the red and white just make it pop. Kind of like a Red Arrow. I'm not big on plane descriptions or what type of plane he's meant to be, but he is my favourite jet. Air Raid, the guy should have been in Wave 1. He is overall my favourite plane in the team, and that's purely for nostalgic reasons. He was the figure I got at Toys R Us when I was a kid, the G1 version obviously, and for that reason he wins. I'm going to take back what I said about Firefly. Air Raid's alt mode is the best, even with that dodgy paint blemish. Where is it? There. Oh, you had one somewhere. Again, I think it's just pure nostalgia that this guy wins overall when it comes to the aerial bots plane modes. Definitely Alpha Bravo is the favourite figure in the deluxe team, but he's the favourite plane, and maybe kind of edges Alpha Bravo. I don't know, I'm a bit conflicted, but at least when it comes to 3 planes, he's the winner for me. Moving on to our first Voyager in the rundown, Silverbolt, obviously. He is brilliant. The design is just like he's stepped out of the G1 cartoon. One thing I don't like is this ridiculous gun. I don't even remember his gun being that big in the G1 toy. I can see why they've done it, but it's a bit ridiculous. They could have done something better like they did with Motormaster, which we'll see later on. Silverbolt's alt mode, the brilliant Concorde. Again, just like it stepped out of the Generation 1 cartoon. It's absolutely brilliant, even the nav. Rubber cockpit. What else can I say about it? It's as close as you're probably going to get to a masterpiece. Here is Superion. What do you mean my clothes have changed? Ah, no, you're talking a bunch of shit. Talking lies. Lies, eh? Here he is. He's definitely the most slimline out of the 3 combiners I have. But what really sells this combiner to me is the head sculpt. It's absolutely fantastic. Worth the price of admission alone. For a Wave 1 combiner, and he's definitely set the precedent for the future waves. he is absolutely spot on. So, moving swiftly on to Wave 2, this is a wave that never hit the UK, and if you wanted it, you had to go through Kapow or various other online retailers to get your Wave 2 team. And I was willing to wait for Hasbro to release Wave 2 in the UK, but no, as usual, they're a bunch of bastards and they didn't release it, and I was fucking sick of it, absolutely fucking fed up. Sorry about that. Anywho, let's start with Combine Wars Blackjack. So, Blackjack, he is the minicon of the team, or rather the minicon that became the Stunticon, I should say. And for some reason he is rarer than hen's teeth. Unless of course you check a certain site, maybe Amazon.com. Hint hint, hintity hint hint. I love his robot mode, fucking brilliant. The car mode, I'm not going to go into that because I don't, like I didn't with Powerglide. It's just a generic sports car. But it works, transformation's quite clever as well, getting him into his alt mode. Dragstrip next, and he's the guy who should have been in Wave 2, not a raid, but never mind, we won't get into that. I really don't like this guy. He's just so plain looking. The head sculpt I don't like either, just he is, out of all the Combine Wars figures I've got, my least favourite. His alt mode I do like, again it's just repeating the simplistic colour scheme and things, but it works. And the transformation's pretty clever as well, and simple at the same time. While I still dislike him compared to the other figures in my Combiner Wars waves, this kind of makes up for it. Breakdown, I absolutely love this character. Apart from those hips, I don't know what the fuck was going on in the design process there. I don't know what that's about. They're very strange. His transformation is clever, particularly the head and chest piece. That gave me a bit of trouble initially because he doesn't tab in where you'd expect him to tab in when you're transforming him. Just like his robot mode, I absolutely love his alt mode, but then again, I do love this Lamborghini's 80s design. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And every wave has its darling, and it's this guy, Dead End. What can I say that hasn't already been said about him? He's absolutely brilliant. I think the pipe weapon just adds personality to the figure who's already oozing personality as it is. And here's his absolutely lovely alt mode. I want to say it's a Bugatti of some sort. I don't know sports cars. I do know when I see a sports car or a car in general, if I like the design, I like it. His transformation seems to share parts of Dragstrip, particularly for the arms, and Breakdown for the hood transformation, which is quite clever. Excellent reuse of the moulds. Say hello to the new guy, Off-Road. His colour scheme just works. It has no business doing so. The blue and grey shouldn't work, but it just makes him pop. The head sculpt kinda bludgeon-esque, obviously without the skull face. His alt mode being what it is, a 4x4, really does give the team a little bit more variety, much like Alpha Bravo does in Wave 1. And it's all the better for it. It definitely makes a change from it all being sports cars. So, on to the leader of the team, Motormaster. And the poor guy, I've barely looked at him. I got him at 8A and I pretty much transformed him a couple of times and then stuck him in torso mode to make Menasor. But what I do like, and what I've played with, what I do like in him is the head swivel for transformation. I think that's fantastic. Don't think I've seen that in a robot. At least in my collection I've not got one that does that. His alt mode makes him seem quite small, almost deluxe size. But it's not a problem, I'm not complaining about that. It's just what I feel. And while everybody probably compares his alt mode to the Galvatron in Age of Extinction, he gives me more a Goliath vibe from the Knight Rider TV series. I could quite see him easily mowing down Kit off a cliff with Michael Knight in him. And here he is, the big chunky guy of the waves. Definitely Wave 1 to 3 anyway, he's definitely the big chunky beast, Menasor. And brilliant, looks very imposing on your shelf to the rest, compared to the rest of the other Combiner Wars Combiner figures when they're in their combined mode. Can I say combined any further? And yeah, he's good. I have the same problems everybody else has. The hips are a fucking issue, and Blackjack just doesn't stay in his chest. I know there's fixes out there, and thankfully they have, or will be doing a revision of this figure, of the Motormaster figure, later down the line, but already if you have the Takara version of this team, obviously Sans Off-Road, the hips are already fixed. But overall, he looks brilliant on your shelf, displayed in combined mode. Oh, this is like the third day of filming on this. Obviously it's consecutive different days. It's just the household's been absolutely manic. All I want to do is try and get over how much I like these figures. I hope so far it's been doing well. Let's just crack on today and fingers crossed I'll get it finished and can get it edited. Anyway, third wave, the protector bots. I don't have groove, so what I'm going to do, and to sort of break things up a little bit, is just do a little quick video in between them, and it'll show who I think share the same molds, or at least share same parts of the same molds. So let's watch that just now. As is running theme with three of the deluxes, Rook's different. They're all retools, remolds of original waves, and Blades has the first distinction, I suppose, of being the very first Alpha Bravo retool, who's probably going to be retooled into loads of other figures, not just Vortex. I'm sure it'll that Victorion combiner as well, but this guy, Blades, he fares okay in robot mode certainly. He does look like Blades. Apart from those missiles on the arms, they could surely get rid of that. Onto Blades alt mode now, and it really does suffer with the reuse of the Alpha Bravo mode. It doesn't fit well together in alt mode at all. The tabs certainly aren't as sealed secure in the legs as they are in Alpha Bravos, and it's a little bit worrying considering he's going to be getting a reuse in Vortex down the line at the Bruticus come back on Steam. And things like, you can't see what I'm doing it this way, but his blades just don't keep straight, they're definitely squinting there. But he certainly looks apart from obviously the missiles there, but never mind. Overall, he is the weakest out of the team, which is a shame because in G1 he was one of my favourite characters. Streetwise now, and he is a retool of Dead End, and it works. They've retooled, definitely in robot mode, what they need to retool: the brilliant G1 anime accurate head sculpt and the hooded chest. Plus, instead of giving him a pipe, they gave him an awesome shotgun as his weapon. Assault mode is brilliant. When you first see it, first impressions, you wouldn't think it was a Dead End retool, just because of all the work they've done on it. Just simple things, mind you, but what they've done really does make him stand out. Obviously, he's got his police sirens and a different hood. Alright, yeah, a different hood, yeah. And it works really well. Absolutely love the assault mode. First aid now, and out of the four deluxes, he is my second favourite. You'll probably guess, obviously, who my first favourite is. But this guy is brilliant. He's been retooled in the right places, just to make him look a lot different from off-road. Obviously the head sculpt, which is another fantastic G1 cartoon accurate sculpt. He's just brilliant, I love him. The only thing I wish they could have done was give him something else instead of an axe. Yeah, I know we've all got the jokes that, you know, the medical axe is a bit like, say, Fix-It Felix's hammer from Wreck-It Ralph. But it doesn't work for the pacifist character that you got in Generation 1. And again, much like Groove, his alt mode has been retooled brilliantly. It looks different, I don't know if just the way it comes across, but it just doesn't look like off-road's alt mode. They just retooled it again in right places like he done in his robot mode. It just works, and I think it's fantastic. Definitely one of my favourites in this Protectobot team. Here is Rook, the rookie of the team. See what I did there? Ha ha ha! He's brilliant. Fantastic, brand new mould. The only brand new mould in the deluxe set, in the deluxe team. And yeah, he's brilliant. His human-like face, the ridiculous fists that let other big fists plug in, and weapons. The ridiculous big feet. He's just ridiculous, but ridiculously good in every shape and form. And his alt mode, it isn't a bike. What can I say? I suppose in this day and age, you're going to need something else other than a bike on your protective team. And it makes more sense having an APC swap vehicle. Yeah, I know they're probably thinking way down the line, what other uses can we get from this mould? But for a Protectobot team, yeah, he isn't Groove. But you do get Groove. What a Groove. He's brilliant. There's nothing I can really say about the mould apart from it's absolutely fucking fantastic. It has the brilliant paint scheme, brilliant paint apps I should say, where the paint apps should be. Absolutely brilliant. Hello to the blue guy, Hotspot. Again, they seem to manage it well, at least Silverbolt, not so much Motormaster, but definitely Silverbolt in this guy. Just bringing the cartoon cartoon drawing to figure form. And it works well. Excellent head sculpt, excellent chest sculpt. The only thing I don't like is his feet. They just seem like the wrong way round. I wish there was a way you could rectify that. But other than that, he is absolutely brilliant. On to his alt mode. Oh, sorry. There, that's better, isn't it? His alt mode doesn't seem like a fire truck to me, or a fire engine. But then in this sort of town area in Scotland, we only have the classic fire engines. So I've not seen this type of fire engine, so maybe it does exist, I don't know. But it just seems like they were just thinking ahead for Onslaught when it comes to this alt mode. But it's pretty cool. It just doesn't scream fire engine to me. This guy, he is my favourite out of the waves that I have. Maybe Bruticus will top that, I don't know, but right now, this guy is absolutely brilliant. I'm glad I have the others, but he is my absolute favourite. And it helped that I was able to buy this set at retail. Such a, a mythical place now is retail stores, toy stores, things like that. It was brilliant that I could actually buy him, apart from Groove, which my friend Paul has. I'm a bit jealous, I won't lie, he does have him. But I will get him, you know I will. Yeah, so yes, favourite, brilliant, absolute fantastic alt mode. He's not as bulky as Menasor, he's not as slimline as Superion, he's just perfect. Right, so just a quick overview of my thoughts on the Combiner Wars line. I think it's absolutely fantastic, brilliant for collectors, because it's definitely aimed at us. Also brilliant for kids, easy, simple, transformations. So, can be a little bit fiddly combining them, because the ports have odd resistances and things, but kids can figure it out, adults can enjoy it for what it is. You're next, baby. You're next. Combiner Wars here is the fantastic build quality you get. It's absolutely brilliant. I've never had any problems whatsoever transforming these guys. None at all. Everything just seems to, sit in place all the time. Oh shit.